Kia ora, Hawke's Bay. Here's your news wrap for Friday, 10th of May 2024. For the second time in less than a month, the four-square Cape View in Halmoana has been hit by ram raiders. The thieves hit the store at around 11:30 p.m. on Thursday night, smashing a hole in the front wall of the store by driving a stolen car into the wall 20 times, giving the thieves access to the shop and causing structural damage to the building. The thieves only managed to steal cigarettes. Store manager Michael Percy was obviously frustrated by the actions of the criminals.
Oh, we had some midnight visitors again. Decided to drive in through the front wall of a shop. Done a whole lot of structure damage to the building this time, going through the wall instead of through the doors. So it's where they've gone in. We actually have a big produce chiller. And, this was very hard for them to move that. Obviously, frustrated, put politely. I mean, it is what it is. That's unfortunately seems to be the way of the times these days.
The issue of local council rates is a hot topic at present, with ratepayers across the region facing huge increases. A meeting organised by the Hawke's Bay Fruit Growers Association will be held at 7 p.m. on Monday at the Twyford Hall in Twyford to discuss the issue. Hawke's Bay Regional Councillor Jerif Bake says the meeting will be a chance for a good discussion on a matter of concern.
So we've actually have invited anyone who wants to attend and has a view on it, wants to listen, what it really means. And the real reason is because the rate increase that we see, we feel is a real issue for our ratepayers, not just farmers, not just orchardists, it's everyone in town as well. So that's what the meeting mainly is going to be about.
Meridian's $448 million Harapaki wind farm in Hawke's Bay set to open in late July, in time for the second half of winter. The target date for full commissioning was revised last year from June 2024 to September 2024, after cyclones Hale and Gabrielle impacted both the site and State Highway 5 transport route for components from Napier Port to the wind farm site. Meridian Chief Executive Neil Barclay says getting back to a month out from the original completion date is an incredible result. Opposition is growing to the government's plan to hold a binding poll on Māori wards alongside the 2025 elections. Māori wards would be wiped out from 2028 elections if rejected in the poll. An urgent Waitangi Tribunal inquiry is underway into the decision as the government intends to introduce legislation on May 20th. Central Hawke's Bay Mayor Alex Hawke says that she is challenged by the government's move, which she feels is unfair and divisive.
It's trying to reinterpret what democracy means for one group of people in a different way to anyone else. So what is it about instituting a Māori ward for representation, which means that it needs to jump a different hurdle of democracy to be put into place? So why is it that needs a referendum when no other decision taken by councillors elected to represent their district? Why does it need to be stronger than any other decision that we've made?
Notorious Australian criminal and cult hero comedian Chopper, better known as Heath Franklin, plays Hastings Toy Theatre on Thursday next week as part of his Not Here to F Spiders tour. I was lucky enough to have a brief chat with Chopper yesterday where I asked him his thoughts on Hawke's Bay. You've played here a few times. What's your impression of Hawke's Bay?
Yeah, no, it's nice. I went up, I think last time I was there, I went up, is it Tomato
Peak, yeah.
Had a look around. It's a pretty lovely spot up there. And, had a bit of a hern around Nelson as well, nearby. Every time I go there, I make sure we drive through Havelock, and I make the same joke to the people every single time. I'm like, I might just pop in here, have a look around for a while. It's a bad joke, but it's good to do.
Tickets to Chopper's show are going quickly, so get yours online now before they're all gone. That's your wrap for Friday. For more on all these stories, head along to Hawke's Bay app or hbapp.co.nz. I'm Jack Riddell, and I'll see you next week with more news from Hawke's Bay. Mā te wā and have a great weekend.